Hello, my darlings. Today I invite you on a journey to a place that seems almost mythical in its beauty and allure. Come with me for a moment. Imagine a place at the edge of the world painted in the most vivid greens and blues, where the land meets the sea in a breathtaking embrace. This is New Zealand, Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud, where the skies seem to stretch endlessly, and the mountains stand as ancient sentinels. For many, it's a dream, a paradise where hobbits might still wander, a sanctuary from the chaos of modern life, offering peace and tranquility. But is any place truly perfect? I'm drawn to the stories beneath the surface, the ones not found on postcards, the whispers that tell of a deeper, more nuanced reality. Every country, like every person, has its secrets and shadows, its tales of triumph and struggle. I've heard whispers about New Zealand, hinting at a more complex reality, a tapestry woven with both light and shadow. Behind the breathtaking scenery, real people live real lives, with all the messiness and beauty that entails, their stories as varied as the landscapes. It's this New Zealand I've come to find. Not just a fantasy, but a living, breathing place, vibrant with life and history. So join me as we peel back the layers and step beyond the myth. We'll walk through cities, listen to ancient forests, and uncover the stories that make this land unique, and meet the people who call this place home, each with their own tales to tell, their own dreams and desires. This isn't about shattering a dream, but discovering a deeper truth, a truth that enriches our understanding of this remarkable land. Sometimes, it's the imperfections that make a place truly special, the quirks and idiosyncrasies that give it character. Our adventure begins with a surprising idea. A study once labelled New Zealand as one of the world's most sinful nations, a notion that seems almost laughable. Can you believe it? This gentle green land, often seen as a haven of peace and purity. It sounds preposterous, but it gives us a starting point, a lens through which to explore the unexpected facets of this country. What does sin mean here, and what does it reveal about the real New Zealand? Let's find out together as we embark on this intriguing exploration. New Zealand, the land of serene landscapes and friendly sheep, called sinful? It sounds scandalous. The label came from a study measuring things like gambling and drinking per person. Suddenly, the image of a pure, wholesome nation was turned on its head. But is there truth to it? The reality is far more nuanced. Yes, New Zealanders enjoy a drink, craft beer, world-class wine, and gambling exists in local pubs. But to call this a sinful nation is an exaggeration. It's more about a culture that values social freedom and community. The statistics miss the laughter, the camaraderie, the joy of a shared barbecue. Sin here isn't about moral decay, but about integrating these pastimes into daily life. The myth of a sinful paradise crumbles when you look closer. The real story is of a modern, liberal society still figuring things out. The label of sinful distracts from the real challenges: inequality, mental health, and the high cost of living. These are the struggles that define life here far more than a weekly bet on the rugby. To truly understand a country, you must feel its daily pulse, sense the rhythm of its people as they move through their lives, from the first light of morning to the quiet hush of night. In New Zealand, that pulse beats with two distinct rhythms: the creative, ever-changing energy of the cities, and the steady, grounding heartbeat of the countryside. These two worlds coexist, shaping the nation's character. Wellington, the capital, buzzes with quirky cafes, independent bookshops, and a deep love for both politics and coffee. It's a city where ideas are exchanged as often as cups of flat white. It's compact, walkable, and full of personality. Every corner tells a story, every street hums with creativity in conversation. Leave the city behind, and the world transforms. Vast stretches of farmland, small close-knit communities, and a pace of life governed by the changing seasons and the land itself. Here, everyone knows everyone, and a helping hand is never far away. Neighbours look out for each other, and community ties run deep. Life revolves around the local school, the farm, and the weather. The rhythm of daily chores and the unpredictability of nature shape every decision. Social life is unpretentious: casual gatherings, outdoor fun, and the sacred barbie or barbecue, where stories are shared and laughter fills the air. Local events, from spirited rugby matches to lively agricultural shows, bring people together, reinforcing a sense of belonging and pride. Yet rural quiet can sometimes feel like isolation, especially for young people dreaming of more, while city life, with its opportunities, is often expensive and demanding. There's a constant tension between the dream of relaxed Kiwi lifestyle and the economic realities that challenge it: rising costs, housing pressures, and the struggle to make ends meet. This is the daily dance of life in New Zealand, a balancing act between city buzz and country calm, between ambition and tradition. It's about community, struggle, and the ongoing search for belonging, whether in a bustling city square or a quiet rural hall. The beauty lies in the contrast, where city lights meet misty hills and modern life blends with timeless landscapes. It's a complicated, deeply human experience, woven from countless individual stories and shared dreams. And it's this unique blend of rhythms and heartbeats that makes New Zealand truly one of a kind. A country is its people, and New Zealanders' stories are as varied and unique as the land itself. From the windswept beaches to the bustling city streets, every corner of Aotearoa holds a different tale, each shaped by hope, challenge and the spirit of its people. Take Sarah, a young designer living in Auckland. She juggles 2 jobs just to afford her tiny apartment, navigating the pressures of city life. Yet despite the long hours and high rent, she finds joy and inspiration in her creative community, where friends gather to share ideas, laughter and support. For Sarah, these connections make every struggle worthwhile. Down south, John tends his family's sheep farm on the rolling hills of the South Island. He faces the daily pressure to keep the family legacy alive, battling unpredictable weather and economic uncertainty. But in the quiet moments, watching the sunrise over the fields, he finds peace, pride, and a deep connection to the land that has shaped his life. For a Filipino family, recent immigrants to New Zealand, life is a mix of hard work and gratitude. They work long hours, sometimes at multiple jobs, but are thankful for the safety and opportunity they've found here. Watching their children thrive in a new environment fills them with hope for the future. Meanwhile, a German backpacker picks kiwi fruit in the orchards to fund his travels. Though the work is exhausting, he's exhilarated by the freedom and breathtaking beauty he discovers each day, forging memories that will last a lifetime. These are the real faces of Aotearoa. Stories of struggle, determination, joy and sacrifice, woven together across generations and cultures. Maori, Paka, immigrants and visitors all contribute their threads to the nation's vibrant tapestry, each adding their own colour and strength. Their stories reveal a resilience and hope that runs deep, a willingness to face adversity and keep moving forward. Life here is not always easy, but it is rich and meaningful, filled with moments of connection, growth and discovery. The true beauty of New Zealand is found in these everyday lives, in the laughter, the struggles, and the dreams that unfold against a stunning backdrop. It's a place where dreams and reality collide, where ambition meets challenge, and where every person's journey matters. Here, hardship and happiness walk hand in hand, shaping lives and building character. These stories are the beating heart of the country, echoing through families, communities and generations. They show us what it truly means to call this land home, a place of belonging, resilience and shared dreams. And they invite us all to look deeper, to listen, and to find our own place in the story of Aotearoa. Every culture has its mysteries, and New Zealand is no exception. Tā moko, the traditional Maori art of skin carving, is more than a tattoo. It's a sacred story, a living connection to ancestors. Tapu, meaning sacred or forbidden, shapes how people interact with land and each other, reminding us of the land's spiritual dimension. Some places, like ancient trees in Waipo Forest, are revered as guardians, approached with respect and quiet hearts. These are not tourist spots, but places known through whispers and shared knowledge. Nature here is seen as a living entity, not just a resource. This belief is a hidden secret of the land. Modern secrets exist 2 remote communities living off the grid, seeking simplicity and independence. Their lives are intentional, shaped by self-reliance and a desire for privacy. They're wary of outsiders, protective of their way of life. These communities embody the enduring Kiwi spirit. They remind us that New Zealand is layered and complex. There's always more beneath the surface, and that's what makes it fascinating. Whatever challenges New Zealand faces, its natural beauty is undeniable. The landscapes feel sculpted by the gods, vast, wild, and deeply spiritual. Fiordland's cliffs, Milford Sound's mist, and the silence of ancient forests inspire awe. In a single day, you can travel from subtropical rainforests to volcanic plateaus, glaciers to golden beaches. But the contrasts are astonishing. The west coast of the South Island feels wild and untamed, rainforest meeting rugged sea. Unique wildlife abounds, the flightless kiwi, cheeky kea parrots, dolphins and whales. Nature is still in charge here. This natural heritage is central to New Zealand's identity. The Maori concept of guardianship guides conservation and respect for the land. People don't own the land, they care for it for future generations. This principle shapes the nation's values. It's a promise to the past and the future. And it's at the heart of what makes New Zealand extraordinary. Amidst grand landscapes and quiet struggles, a warmth defines New Zealand. Manaakitanga, hospitality, kindness, generosity, is central to Maori culture and embraced by all. It's more than friendliness, it's a genuine desire to make people feel valued. You feel it everywhere from small towns to big cities. Strangers help without hesitation, cafe owners share stories, and visitors are treated like family. The welcome is sincere, the curiosity genuine. This spirit stems from a history of pioneering and isolation, where community was survival. Manaakitanga is about sharing, food, stories, and homes. It creates a powerful sense of belonging. In a divided world, this culture of welcome is a precious gift. It challenges the idea of a sinful nation. The true spirit of New Zealand is found in kindness, not statistics. No honest journey ignores the shadows. New Zealand's beauty and warmth coexist with deep challenges. The legacy of colonialism lingers. Broken promises, lost land, and cultural trauma for Maori. Disparities in health, education, and income persist. There's a growing movement to honour the treaty and restore language and equality, but it's a slow, painful process. Another shadow, mental health struggles with high rates of depression and youth suicide. Social isolation, economic pressure, and a culture of stoicism have taken their toll. But change is happening. People are talking, reaching out, and supporting one another. These shadows don't diminish New Zealand's beauty, they make it real. A country striving to heal and build a better future. The journey toward partnership and well-being is ongoing, and it's one of the nation's greatest challenges. So, where does our journey leave us? We began with the idea of a sinful paradise and found something far richer. New Zealand is not one thing, but many breathtaking beauty, quiet struggles, warmth, and deep challenges. The label of sinful is irrelevant, a caricature that misses the heart of the nation. The true story is one of contrast, city and fjord, joy and loneliness, welcome and painful history. In these contrasts lies the country's character. It's a place negotiating its identity, holding past and future in balance. It's not perfect, and that's what makes it beautiful. My hope is you've glimpsed the New Zealand beyond the postcards. The greatest adventures change how we see the world and ourselves. If you ever have the chance, come and see for yourself. Come with an open heart and a curious mind. Look beyond the labels and scenery. Listen to the stories, meet the people, and feel the pulse of this extraordinary land. This journey is just the beginning. The rest is waiting for you to discover.